Today we're going to tell you a story of two preachers in the Black Road Regiment. I hope you enjoy it. Today we're going to talk about one of the men from the Black Road Regiment. His name was James Caldwell. Well, James Caldwell was a chaplain in the military. Well, one time at this particular battle, he heard his men counting, "Wadding, give us wadding." So what does James Caldwell do? He jumps on his horse and he rides to the nearest church and he packs his arms with Isaac Watts hymns. But, well, you see, back then muskets were really good weapons, but without wadding, there was nothing more than a club. So James Caldwell gets on his horse, he rides back to his men, and he said to the men, "Tear the pages out, use them for wadding." And all the while they're taking that wine, shoving it down there and fire, and he's saying, "Give them Watts, boys, put Watts into them." And that was the courageousness of one of the pastors. His name was James Caldwell. Thank you.
Last time we talked about John Peter Gabriel Muhlenberg when he took off his white preaching bands and his black robe, but today we're going to talk about something completely different. We're going to talk about the Minuteman pastor, Jonas Clark, and his right-hand man, Captain John Parker, a veteran of the French and Indian War. See, they were the commanders of the Minutemen militia, and it was in the time of Paul Revere's ride when he said, "The regulars are out, the regulars are coming." But he goes to Jonas Clark's house. This one in particular because Jonas Clark had two special guests staying with him, John Hancock and Samuel Adams. And he walks in, and eventually they go to the table and have a little talk. And somebody asked Jonas Clark, "Will the men fight?" Jonas Clark responded with, "I trained the men for this very hour. They will fight and if need be, die." And the very next day, on April 19, 1775, 77 Minutemen faced those hundreds of British regulars. And Captain John Parker, a veteran of the French and Indian War, told his men, "Stand your ground, men. Do not fire unless fired upon. But if they mean to have a war, let it begin here." And that day, 8 Lexington Minutemen fought and died for the freedoms that we had today. And Jonas Clark and his right-hand man, Captain John Parker, fought in that war until the last man, and that for our freedom so we can be here right now. And I hope you have enjoyed the story of Jonas Clark, the Minuteman pastor.
I hope you enjoyed the Black Road Regiment, and I have to say one more thing. God prosper the cause.